Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac, and welcome to Mortytown TV. I hope you're here for some high-level Marvel Strike Force, because that's what you're about to get. So we got a full range of stuff to get through tonight, a pretty meaty plate on the table. So let's start consuming it, shall we? So come on in, chill out, let's get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
All right. So, first things first, pick up our meager rewards. One more day. And a Beast Blitz, which we're at least going to do the milestones for. But we also have Dark Dimension 3 to do today. I hate when that bugs out. Can I get my donation? Can I get that? Can I not? Let's reload the game, shall we? Get this thing started that way. Joshua, what do you say, man? We're at least going to do one rotation tonight. I'm going to go on this blitz. I don't know that I'm going to go super hard because I don't know that I'm going to have the time. And if I don't have the time, then I'm not going to get a lot of shards for him because it's the second run. So chances are we might milestone and chill. But that'll be a full rotation for the most part. We need to get DD3 done tonight. We got a war going on. Lots of things happening. Lots of things happening. Ooh. Tempted to wail out on that. Tempted. Probably not going to, though. Let's see now. Did that fix that? Yes, good. So dailies are done for the day. We ain't got to worry about that anymore. One less thing to worry about. So we'll get to the war in a second. Let's spend this campaign energy. Just grab some nodes that look profitable. Which is pretty much always these nodes for the ever needed basic catalysts. All right, so we're in a tight war. Wolverine, how the hell are you, sir? All right, partial Marauder, no Emma Frost. Boy, with deflects, I don't know how well these guys are going to do. But they're a pretty strong war team. Let's try it. Let's try it. Phantom, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to have you guys piling in. All right, let's see how we do. That wasn't so bad. Let's get these barriers up. See if we can't get Minerva out of the picture there. That's perfect. Now we really need to get Captain Marvel gone. And just hope that he does not clone somebody that will hurt us here. Clone to Johnny, which does hurt. How does he get to come right onto his ultimate? Whatever. Clone just does not have the same oomph as the original. Little assist there would be nice. There we go. Well, I just didn't get in early enough to get in that first 10 minutes or so, so that's the only reason I wasn't in that. But I did check the store. I did check the orb for the drop rate before I went in on her. I got her to 5. That's good enough. I'm going to save Red Star Orbs now for Doc Ock. All right. One more team down. One more roadblock out of the way for the Mortys. It never hurts to get those. They give out some good rewards when things get screwed up. All right, so we'll check back in on that in a minute. I don't think that we store farmed or spent our Squirrel Girl energy, and we probably ought to knock that out. Indeed. What up, David? How you doing, my glip glap?
Wubba lubba dub dub!
All right. Did we get any Squirrel Girl orbs out of that? Got one. Come on, give me some luck. Nah. Gambit. Man. Got high hopes. All right, let's see here. We'll buy those. I've been trying to stack up T4s here lately. I haven't been using a lot of them since we've gotten deep into DD3. That's always nice. It's always a struggle for us in war. We've been punching above our weight for a long time. But we play organized and we tend to do pretty well. Like I never thought we'd make it into gold. And then I never thought we'd make it into gold 2. And I was like, man, if we get to gold 3, it's just gonna be we'll fall out of it before long. But no, we keep climbing. We keep climbing. Well, that would be a nice little patch of X-Men. That would probably, that would pretty much mean 2 X-Men teams, right? I could live with that. I could definitely live with that. Oh, my favorite X-Man of all time. Oh, I want you. My favorite X-Man of all time is the guy that I'm about to bench for Beast. Honestly, I mean, who doesn't love Wolverine? I read all kind of Weapon X when I was a kid. All right. What did I miss? World Warrior. I'm behind because I haven't been blitzing. Look at me. Oh my God, I'm not even in the top 10. Give me stuffs. Thank you very much. And little blue gear. I think we just had a, I think we might have just had a raid finish up. All right, so speaking of raids, let's knock those out before we go to DD3. Maybe tomorrow. I could stand to do some wicked farming on Ironheart now that she's farmable. Raid Shadow Legends. What? Don't get me wrong, I'm big on fantasy, but I don't know. Oh, they call them raids, right? They're called raids, right? Am I wrong about that? Pretty sure it's raids. They can't claim the basic gaming terminology. I have seen a lot of that game. My brother fools around on it. I don't, you know, doesn't really speak to me. Well, that's good. Batten down the hatches down there in North Carolina. Batten down those hatches. Do not be alarmed. All right. Maybe get this blinder off the field. Thank you. And my Scarlet Witch. Like, I'm so ready for some Disney Plus content. Where's all that Marvel content I was promised when I bought Disney Plus like half a year ago? Where's it at? You hear me, Marvel? You hear me? Do you hear me, Disney? Where's it at? I don't want to hear COVID at this point. I don't want to hear everybody's back to work. I'm out there building cars, risking my life every day. Give me some entertainment, damn it. Right? Where's my WandaVision? Where's my Falcon and Winter Soldier? I'm almost done with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all right? I need something, Marvel. I need something. You better put that damn Black Widow movie out or something. Something. I'm just sort of letting them handle this on their own while I prep some Swifty juice, some potpourri. I gotta have my proper frame of mind for all this, you know. All right, come on, let's get the pyro, huh? spent a good part of the day consoling a dear old friend of mine. He got COVID at work. Very nearly gave it to me. I got lucky. But his wife is in the hospital now with it. It's not looking good. She already had. She was already living on oxygen. Yeah, waiting on a lung transplant, in fact. Oh, The Office. Like The Office, like Jim and Pam, The Office, like Michael Scott, Dunder Mifflin, The Office. Now I'm gonna ask you, Phantom, and I think maybe the chat's gonna back me up here. What sort of human being in 2020, after a half a year of lockdowns and quarantines, hasn't seen The Office in its entirety twice? What did you watch when you should have been watching The Office, man? Okay, no help from David. Never mind, maybe I guess it's me. Oh, I watched Punisher. Actually, that's not true. I actually did not finish the second season. But I watched some of it. Thought the first season was better. I'm not really at the point in my life where I love a good vigilante film, right? I mean, I grew up with Bronson and Walking Tall and all that shit. Everybody loved vigilante films, right? I'm a little beyond that, but Punisher is a great property, no doubt. And I really think the best vigilante story that I've seen anytime recently was Netflix's The Daredevil, right? That was, of course, which had Punisher in it by season 3, I think. Yeah, I'm more down for the original, but yeah, oh yeah, that was the hot shit. That was what slapped when I was coming up. Daredevil won me over with the hallway fight in the first season. I was just like, uninterrupted shot, incredible choreography, realistic kind of fighting. Like, oh yeah, I'm all about this. And then they fucked it up with Iron Fist, but it's whatever. I wanted Iron Fist to be good. He just wasn't. When they were casting that, they just leaned a little too heavy into the annoying rich boy aspect. All right. Now I got some city nodes, and then we'll go do Dark Dimension, huh? Yeah, we'll go do Dark Dimension. Get our tail whipped. But maybe, just maybe, we get through that 8th node and move on. I would love it so much. Makes my heart swell just to think about it. Be right back. Oh man, the thought of it. Moving on. It would be super sweet. Kind of like this fresh pack Swifty I got in my hand right here. Super sweet.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Swifty. You gotta get Swifty in here.
What up, Swole? Got Carnage there. Always good to have the symbiotes ready. I will actually have all 3 symbiotes for this run through City. This next run, when I get there. I'm looking forward to that. I did Spider-Man, then Carnage, then Venom was the order I did. And Venom took me a while. Symbiote Spider-Man I knocked out almost immediately. Thanks to the some of the events that were going on at the time. Well timed. All these big milestone events came in right at the same day that I got to City and didn't have any City characters. I mean, worst come to worst, I probably could have just gone ahead and raised Punisher, but he wouldn't have done much in there. I mean, I could have gone in and attacked, but he probably would not have done much. Hey, I did raise Punisher to 14. He's just very cheap, right? I wanted a 5th character to take with me. I see somebody talking to Frank. Oh, Frank Castle, gotcha. Yeah, sorry, Frank, but yeah, he's just not that great in there, man. Just not that great in there. But he is cheap. Gian, how the hell are you, sir? Welcome back to the stream. Let me just edge around my man Twerp there, my second in command. I don't think you can take Fury. I mean, well, you can take Fury in, but not to the City nodes, which is what we were talking about. He's global. Global. I still have 5 red stars on Emma Frost. That's probably all I'm going to have for a while. I hear you, Gian. We're going to knock out a rotation toward the end of this stream tonight. Global absolutely has better choices. Oh yeah. Global has Phoenix, which always makes things easier. But yeah, exactly. With City, man, it's just all bio, which is what makes it difficult. That's why I ended up going for I went Ghost Rider to use some Mystic gear. You know, I went. Kingpin, you know, since I already had him 7 red stars anyway. My strategy for DD3 was kind of determined by my previous strategy for Arena and U7, because those were the characters that I had raised to Gear Tier 14, and I wasn't even thinking at all about Dark Dimension 3 when I did that. I was just thinking about what was best for my roster and my daily rewards, because they didn't have DD3 yet at that point. So let's see now. Let's check the war real quick. Oliver's saying that he can take out this Asgardian team in one shot when the reset happens, which I think I could do it too. That's a half hour from now. What else have they got? They got an Asgard team. And they've got a pretty beefy Hydra team. Let me go ahead and take that out. we happen to have a hard counter for that. We just need to wear these guys down and start hitting some Black Bolt triggers on them. There's a couple right there. That got rid of the tank. So there's no coming back for them. No coming back for that one neither. Let's just start working on a Red Skull. We want to let Black Bolt kill his minion. There we go. Not nobody to res him. Alright. So then we'll leave the Asgardian team. That way I can save my teams for later rooms that we're going to get into. You know, and I got a good player who's a fairly recent recruit, who's been very active, very solid. He makes a bold claim like that. I'm going to let him back it up. I'm going to let him look like a badass. So we'll come back from that. This was the claim I'm talking about, by the way. I know you couldn't really read it. So I have no doubt that he can. So we're going to let that happen. So let's see here. Supplies. This is good. This is good. It's DD3 time. Let's get it done. What do you say? We are 43% in. 9 million left on this node. We'll get ourselves an Elite 5 to bank away when we get it. Mr. Harris, what's up, man? Nice to see you. All right, let's see here. Let's take that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good for the first run. I think we got like 5 or 6 enemies on the field here we got to go through. Oh, it's a full 10. It is a full 10. 9 million damage left to do. Spread out amongst a full 10 enemies. I don't know who to be most worried about. It probably should be Mordo, but Falcon, with this many people for him to boost their turn bars, that scares me as well. They did me the favor of taking down Phoenix early. I don't know if she can live long enough. Let's just go ahead and heal here. Nope. They don't make it easy in this game mode. They do not make it easy. And that's one where if you were playing solo and didn't have an audience, I would suggest that you probably back out and retry. But we did 3 million. We'll do better on this next one. We will also have a clone ready. We'll have, let's see here. Let's go with Coulson. Let's bring Colossus, excuse me, Ultron back, and let's do Yo-Yo. Still pretty cheap res there. We'll go in for a second attack. Third attack will probably just bring Colossus and Phoenix and hope we can finish it from there. Maybe not. I'm not really like dead set on having to finish this node today. We're gonna make these 3 attacks, and that's what we're gonna do. And I'm mad at myself for jacking it up to 3, but I just want to be done with this. We were doing 2 attacks for the whole first run through. I wish Phil had some big hitters ready. That'd be nice. Oh, and the ability blocked him. Of course they did. He'll probably be dead before he gets the clone. But there comes out our Phoenix. Did do a good bit of damage there. If we can keep her alive long enough to get off her ult, it'll do some good damage. Like so. Killed a few, put most of them on the precipice. Huh. Let's go ahead and get that Mordo. Not that impactful. But we are past all of the Phoenixes and what have yous on this node. We're just trying to clear out these last group of enemies here. That's it, guys. Use those taunts. All right. I've been saying since day one, so long ago, this mode is humbling. I was on the top of this game, man. I didn't feel like there was anything left, any mountains left for me to climb, and then they put this crap in the game, and it's like, okay, they made this just to make things hard for guys like me, and to, you know, encourage us to spend. All right, we're just gonna take our principal 2. We'll drop these 3 out, and let's see if we can keep her alive long enough to get off that. I mean, it's pretty clear, right? Like, these other characters are just filling spots, right? They're just taking hits. They're not doing a lot of damage. They're only doing, you know, marginal effects of any sort, and mostly they're just there to take hits. So if you really want to be economical, just take these 2. Just take these 2. Use Colossus to try to keep her alive long enough to get her ult off, and call it a day. And that did do some good. So it looks like we'll just have Mordo and the 2 crossbones when we fire this up tomorrow. So there you go, down to less than 1 million. We're almost there. We'll be heading into Cosmic tomorrow, where we can whip out the old Black Order team and have a good Minerva team to back it up. And I think we'll be able to do 3, maybe even 4 attacks a day fairly cheaply. We'll see how it goes. All right. I knew that. All right, so we are sitting pretty. We could go ahead and make ourselves an arena attack. I tried to get first today, but somebody had them held up for 10 full minutes. You know, like they initiated an attack, came out of it, initiated it again, and just kept me off for a while. I went ahead and I took second place, and then I logged out with like I guess 3 minutes left or something like that, and somebody had hit me from fifth and knocked me back to fifth. That is bad luck is always, you know, bad luck sucks, man. I get it. But we're glad to have you back. Nobody's saying you got to make every stream. We always appreciate it when you do. But it's cool, man. We're just all here for fun. All right, so they flipped on us. We need to flip back. Like so. Well, that might not go well for you, Thanos. Yep, killed from the retaliations. All right. 5 on 2, I like these odds. Drain some health, that should do Proxima in. A little piercing damage. And there you have it. Love that empowered Thanos. All right, we'll worry about that tomorrow. So until the reset on the war, we've got some time to go knock out some blitzing. I'm gonna stand up and stretch my legs. What do you say? What do you say? I mean, you don't really have a vote, but let's go. I'm melting. I'm kidding, I'm not melting. Oh. Greatest desk I have ever purchased, ladies and gentlemen. Apex Desk is the name of the manufacturer. I'm sure they have competitors that make a similar product. And what it is a nice big 6 foot long desk, nice and wide, can hold all your stuff, and it has electric motors in the legs. So it will memorize height settings, and at the click of a button, will go up or down to whatever setting you want it at. And I've never really been a guy that's been like, I should get a standing desk, right? Like, I've never been that guy. But it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So, you know, I'm not being sponsored by these guys. I'm just saying, nice desk. If you have the means, I highly recommend picking one up. Or any competitor, you know, something to this effect. To be able to uninterrupted continue my gaming, continue my streaming, and go from sitting to standing as, you know, as my, you know, just my aching old joints dictate is pretty nice. I know I've done that joke a bunch, Christopher. You're right. I should just let that one go. It's the only thing I can think to say when I see myself dropping below the camera frame. I should come up with some kind of a cool, like, Marvel reference there, but I got nothing, man. I got nothing. Mostly, though, I just want to stretch my legs. Mostly, I just want to do that. I get home, you know, I'm off work. I sit for an hour or so straight, and then Ant-Man, that might be a decent reference. There might be an Ant-Man reference in there. But yeah, I come home and then I sit for an hour straight and I get stiff as hell. And it's like, okay, I got to stand up and stretch my legs out. It's miserable. It's hell getting old, kids. I mean, you know, the alternative's even worse. Not getting old is pretty shitty too, but still, get ready for it. I'm not even that old. I'm 46 and I can barely get up out of my chair without making those old man noises. There we go. Good. That's a good one. That's a good one, Swole. That's a good one. Why didn't I think of that? I'm going to be mad at myself the rest of the day about that. Because the I'm Melting reference is too old for most viewers of this channel to even get. Like, I don't think they even show that movie to kids anymore. I bet they don't. I bet they don't. Why would kids want to watch, why would they want to watch some super old Disney film when they could watch, Endgame, Infinity War, that kind of thing? I've seen them all. It's way better. Way better. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. My God, I watched the most recent episode right before the stream started, in fact. And so good. So sad it's ending. I really hope they find a way to transition Quake into the MCU. It would be a dream for me. I want to see Quake in an Avengers film. That would be badass, son. She'd be great for like a young Avengers team. I mean they've had a good 7-season run on that show. Don't get me wrong. It's not like she's like super young, and the character's certainly well established at this point. But the actress, like Chloe Wong, like she's not even 30 yet, is she? She's 20 something, I think, right? So young Avengers would be good. Certainly would work out. I think it only makes sense for what they like to do, right? The character's well established. Oh, thank you, Gian. The character's well established, right? There's a built-in fan base that will be yearning for more because of the end of the show. And then she's everything about what they like to cast for in their Marvel movies, right? I mean, she's got a good camera presence. She's young. She's attractive. Like I say, there's a built-in audience that wants to see her. They would only piss people off if they tried to recast the character. They should just transition her in. At this point, the character's been hopping timelines and everything, and they've established the idea of timelines in Endgame in the MCU, so, shouldn't be too much of a thing just to bring her in. We'll see how they end the season on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know, where that's going. It seems like they're hooking her and Daniel Sousa up. And that's interesting, right? Because it looked like at the end of Agent Carter, he was going to be the man she ended up with. But now, he lost Peggy to, of course, her original love. And, so that's, so now he's Quake's new beau, I guess. I'm sorry I'm spoiling some of you. Shit. Anyway, no more discussion of this season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Romances are superfluous to the plot anyway. Very minor. Very minor. I'm just talking out of my ass. Load it up.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Alright, I'm gonna let him autoplay this.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's been a long day. I'm just so glad not to be in an automotive factory. I can't even tell you. I'm glad not to be wearing a mask. Hey, look at me. I'm not going to give you COVID. Hey. Right? Not wearing a mask. I'm not in a sweat box. It's nice and cool in here. It's like being in heaven. It's like being in heaven, people. Me here with y'all, it's awesome. It's the highlight of my day. It's officially the capstone of my day. I go out and I suffer all day long for money to wail out and pay my bills with, and then I come back here and I have a good time with you fine people of YouTube. Get my butt kicked in a little Dark Dimension 3. But hey, it's all in good fun. It'll be nice when I finally get that sucker done. I'm thinking about putting some more Scary Terry in. But yeah, I mean, I felt like it would be a good reference to throw out every now and then. Now that I have a number of characters and teams that will basically ignore stealth, right? So it was just like, hey, you know.
You can run, but you can't hide, bitch!
I'm thinking about putting in some of the what are they called, the Revengers, some of the Revengers quotes. You know. All aboard, bitch! Or motherfucker, excuse me. It's an MF, definitely. Might be a little harsh for YouTube. But there's a few F-bombs in some of the stuff I'm doing. And I have not got tagged as of yet. I did get, at one point I had, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but for a couple of streams I was using the I Love Morty song. You guys remember that one from the Cronenberg episode? Right, with the Low Potion number 9 or whatever it was? Where it gets loose in the air vents at the prom, and you know, he's talking to Jessica in the crowd and everything, but then he realizes like everybody in the crowd's in love with him, you know, and the guys on the stage are singing about him and all that. And it was just a picture of like, you know, the people with the way their eyes got messed up when they got hit with the stuff. And the song was just like, I love Morty, and I hope Morty loves me. I did that one for just an episode or two, and I got copyright struck on both of them. So they monetized that particular video, and you know, of course, I didn't get any money out of it, which, you know, it's not really why I'm here. If money comes my way, I say thank you and move on. But mostly, I'm just here for the satisfaction of meeting people and engaging with the community, and getting some good recruits from my alliance, now my cluster. Like this thing, I mean, I could start making a ton of cash from this, and I wouldn't quit my job. I'm just, unlike a lot of the guys that get into this kind of thing, I'm sealed into a long career at this point. I'm vested in a pension. Like I'm not going anywhere. There's no job. I mean, I've been doing this job for 25 years. I got 5 more years at a minimum before I can pull my pension. So I'm not doing this full time anytime soon. Even if people started even if I started getting casino money, I wouldn't quit my job. And for all I know, for all I know, Valley and OMG make more. I got no idea. Casino, I guess, is just the only one that has a little meter up on his live streams. I didn't really necessarily want to do that, but I felt like, recent donation and then super chats was just something to reward the people who do donate. Put their name on the screen, let them be a part of the show. Felt like the least I could do. Of course, we're not monetized yet, so there are no super chats at the moment. But we're a good long ways from that. But every like, every subscribe, and every time you guys show up here, we get a little closer to that goal. So speaking of goals, I am super close to 11 million TCP right now. Like I'm like 10.9 and change, right? Yeah, he's right. So anyway, yeah, I'm at 10.9 and change. I'm real close to 11. If I'm being honest, I probably could just start spending a lot of my T4 gear that I've got saved up, and I probably could get it. I probably could get it today, but I'm not going to rush into it. And I need to figure out just what am I going to do about it, right? It seems like a roster review is in order. What I don't know is, am I going to do it or am I going to ask someone else to do it? So yeah, I'm toying with the idea of maybe asking another content creator to review my roster on their channel, but I haven't reached a decision on that yet. Oof. Well, I think I've settled in my mind just now a question I've been asking myself, which is should I set up some kind of be right back screen, right? It's not something I've really had very much call to use, but well, I think I'm going to have to step away for a moment in just a second here. I've had an upset stomach all day, and it is tearing me up at the moment. It's over here. Maybe you can't hear it on the mic, but maybe you can. It's talking to me. Okay, that sounds like we got ourselves a room down. And we do. All right. So let's call that out. Ooh. All right, I might come back for that, but that's still not that well composed of a team. So I'll just leave that for the Mortys for now. We'll see what they do with it. And I'll save most of my big juju for the reactor and bridge, if I can. All right, so let's see here. Do I have something that might take a little minute? I do. That's perfect. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to autoplay this node while I step away for a moment, and I do apologize. I'm going to make it as quick as I can. Then we'll finish up that rotation, see where we go from there. Whew. Try to level a few more attacks into the war before the night's over too. Oh man, hush, hush. All right, so let's go right at their energy generation with Star-Lord, and I will be back in a few moments. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
Well, what do you know? We won. All right, so I'm back. Apologies for the step away there. It doesn't happen often, but it does sometimes happen. So, yeah, hey, welcome to the stream, Thomas and Paul. Good to see you, Mortys. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. We'll put in 100 energy to do this last node. Just finish out our lane and be done with it. Oh, yeah, you're never going to catch me doing a lot of 3 a.m. streaming, Paul, but I understand you mean 3 a.m. your time. I hope that everything is going quite well there in Northern Ireland. All right, so let's go right at Danvers. We'll clear Carol out of our way. Oh, no. She just screwed me right off the bat. That's the kind of RNG you don't need to see. It's still possible we can one-tap this node. It's less likely after that opening. Yeah, I don't know if there's much need for a sign. You're right, Thomas. It's not like I step away from the stream very often, but you know, I've seen streamers, I've watched streamers that are just like, hey, I'm gonna go take 15, I'll be back, and you know, like I don't ever want to be that guy. You know, I am here. I got a task to do. It's also a lot of fun. And I just want to turn the camera on while I get it done. But I don't want to dilly-dally around. I want to get it done. Maybe a little dilly-dally in here and there when we're having fun. It's fine. But mostly, whew. All right, so now we're down both healers. This is probably going to go quick. But we have also killed the 2 principal characters that we needed to kill to make this node a little more manageable. So it's possible we still pull this out. It's possible. We're going to need to get that Falcon out of here. We still got all our DPS. And with Ultron and Ultron bots here, we may have enough sustain to get through this. We've also got Yo-Yo back there cutting damage in half. It's still possible, right? We're on the last 9 now. It could happen. It could happen. These guys could pull it out. We just lost Ultron, though, so probably not going to. We're going to make it nice and easy for the next Morty in. At 100 cores, I'm not making another attack. Like, I don't really, you know, like, I don't even care if I win these raids anymore. It's actually better for me if my Mortys get ahead of me, you know. I want to see these people catch up, you know. But at the same time, I'm not going to slack on my raids, so. Oh, can these 2 finish it off? Nope, they probably can't. So close. So close, man. I don't know. No, so close.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Yeah, I agree, Thomas. If I ever had to do, like, or if I ever decided to do a 24-hour stream or anything like that, and I don't see that happening. I don't have a lot of want to do that, and I certainly don't have the time. But were it to ever happen, I would definitely need some kind of a break mechanism, and I would probably need some special guest stars to help me carry the load. All right, so let's see here. What else have we got going on for this war? Yeah, the only thing approaching 400 is this pseudo Avengers, and that's not. I bet somebody can take a 300K and punch up on that team. So we'll let that rest. We're not gonna spend all of our juju on that. So back to Blitz. Let's get back on this Beast Blitz. Get the rest of these milestones knocked out. finish up this rotation. Yeah, let's go right at Deadpool. He's not going to be resin himself this time around. Blind spell. A fog of obfuscation has descended upon the stream. Yeah, I don't know. I'm mostly just doing the live streams. Beyond that, I mean, I do a format that I think that any of when people start telling me there's something they want to see, I'll start thinking about doing it. Basically, I've considered doing like roster reviews on camera, kind of making that like special guest stars. Pull your roster up, show it off for the audience, that kind of thing. But I try to leave that stuff as much as possible. I do it in private a lot. But as far as making videos and stuff out of it, I kind of try to leave that to the other content creators. A lot of them are getting paid for that. And I don't really want to step on their income in that way. I'm not looking to do it to get paid. But then again, I've only got so much time to throw at any of this. I mean, I really need to be making more, team spotlight videos and things like that. And it's a rare day when I get any time to even work on that stuff. But hey, in about 5 years, I'll be retiring. And then I can do this full time. I suspect by that point we'll be on a different game. It is simply the nature of things. It is amazing and a testament to its incredible just basic level of quality that this game has been around for 2 years, as strong as it has as a mobile game. But to think it will go much more than another 2 is a bit of a stretch of the imagination. Better technology, newer games are going to come out and tempt people away, and it's just inevitable. It's the way these things work. I regret that I didn't start doing this immediately when I started playing this game, but lessons learned. For now, I just want to have a good time. I want to talk about this game that we all love to play. And when the day comes to move on, then we'll talk about that then. I'm sure I'll largely lose my viewership and have to start over, because people watch streamers not just for the personality, but for the game that is being played. They want hints and tips and tactics. I'm sure a lot of people would not bother to watch me as a new streamer if I didn't have such a big roster that sort of speaks for itself, that I might halfway know what I'm talking about. But next time we definitely are gonna ground floor. Number 11. Shield, out of the top 10 for the first time in a long time. But power creep, man. Power creep is just constantly overtaking them. They don't do as well in 8.3 as they used to. because now we're starting to see more of the newer, better meta teams that are being put together for 8-3. It's just becoming more and more common. I bet you are excited. Black Bolt is incredible. And I always like to hear about new Black Bolts coming to Mortytown. But, not to rain on any parades, you get the most use out of those characters when you get them early. Black Bolt helped me sit on top of Arena for a long time, in conjunction with Yo-Yo and some other meta characters, obviously. But still, he was the catalyst that really took me up from that, you know, like a top 50 position to top 10. And then I had a Black Bolt Yo-Yo squad that for a long time, like nobody in my shard could even beat. I'd go 3-4 days without getting attacked at number 1. So that was a nice little run. I made a lot of chorus there. And that's why I'm really looking forward to, I want to get in on, you know, as quick as possible, any of the major characters. I wished I could go ahead and, you know, I don't really want to do it. But part of me is telling myself that I should probably wail out and get Emma to 7. But I want to wait and get as many of her stars as I can for free, you know, with the milestone events, or at least roughly for free. What's up, Spaz and Jay? Always good for a good upgrade, man. Always good. It's always great to get a nice upgrade. Yes, sir. I am using a gigabyte graphics card of the same specs, and it's you know, I think it's a 2070, 2080 Super, and yeah, it is nice. Over here in Lola, she's a hell of a machine. Yeah, it did. It was $1,000 and change. It was $1,100, $1,200, something like that. Yeah, Spaz, feel free to plug your stream. I didn't even know you streamed. At least I don't remember that. If you mentioned that to me, I apologize. But all right, let's see here. A little supernatural action. I mean, I kind of had a feeling you were going to say Marvel Strike Force, but you never know. You never know. He's not in our alliance anymore, but for a long time, one of our most active and funniest Mortys was a guy that it turned out, you know, like I was trying to get Mortytown TV off the ground, and he was giving me a lot of really good advice, and I was like, "You really know what you're talking about here." And he's like, "Yeah." And he didn't say nothing, but one of the guys, the guy's still in our alliance now, his best friend growing up, was like, "Oh yeah, you know, actually he's a big streamer for a different mobile game." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Different mobile game? How does he have time to play a different mobile game?" Well, it turns out he did. As a matter of fact, we were his side bitch. And he is like a ground floor, big time streamer for, what is it? It's the Harry Potter mobile game. I'm not really into it. Wizards Unite or some shit like that. And yeah, no, he's got great numbers, man. I mean, like he's pretty big time there in that community. You know, it's part of being just like a decent streamer, a decent guy, and being there ground floor. He was actually there way before the ground floor. He was doing all kind of videos when it was in development. So, you know, I'm not really a big fan of the intellectual property, like not my thing, but I've spent some time watching it just to learn. And it was fun chatting with him about it. I still talk to him every now and then. You know, my first forays into streaming spaz were about 5 years ago. Oh, that would be awesome, Thomas. That would be awesome. Oh my God, please let me see that. I want to see that. All right, so anyway, yeah, I started streaming about 5 years ago, Jay, and I did not have a webcam at the time either. And the game that I was playing was an MMO called Star Trek Online. And I had a hell of a lot of fun doing that. And I voiced the character that I was playing on the screen, you know, which, you know, like you can do that in an MMO, right? I was playing this one guy, Captain Vac, every day, day in, day out. You know, I had a bridge crew and stuff like that, but it was a story about one guy, and I was the voice of that one guy. And that worked out okay. But I did later another stream on PS3, I think it was, of a Dragon Age playthrough that just didn't hit as well, right? And it really is true that I think that people like to see who they're watching, right? They want to get a sense of who you are as a person, I think. And that's just part of it. You know, a little audio video goes a long way in that regard. You know, I think there's a little bit of a voyeur aspect to it, right? People keep telling me, like, people want to come into your office. They want to be in your house. They want to, you know, my brother's always like, you need more than that stupid fucking poster over your shoulder, you know? He wants me to, like, you know, hang a Captain America shield on the wall right there and put some shelving in behind me and cover up this window and have some cool stuff and some lights and all. And I'm like, I'm not opposed to that, right? I'm not opposed to any of that. I don't know. I'm such a novice at this whole YouTuber thing. But bear with me. Bear with me. I am not a novice gamer. That I will guarantee you. Your favorite MSF team setup is Funko Pops. I got Black Order over here on the counter. That's one of the things my brother wants me to put on display behind me here. He wants me to move this desk farther that way into the middle of the room so that there's more room behind me and the camera will show more of my office area. And then I could put more stuff in the background is basically the thinking. You know, I mean, you look at these big guys on YouTube, Harris Heller and these guys like this, and they all have like the groovy lights on the walls in a dimly lit room and just cool shit like that, you know. It's mostly just showing off money, but it has a nice look to it, right? I get that. And I might end up doing that at some point. Right now I'm putting all my fun money into the account itself, and I'm not really looking to... I mean, I just spent, you know, the better part of $3,000 building the computer and the desk and putting everything together. So I'm not looking to wail out that hard on the room right now, but maybe one day. Is that even a thing, wailing out on a room? I guess it still applies, right? I don't know. Let's go after the Hulk. And it's just us and the tanks. And Hulk's like, I'm DPS. Smash. You know what? Kinda. I have an eternal war in Funko Pops up here going on top of my tower between Cap and Crossbones. Oh, I see there was a weekly news update a full day ago that I have not seen yet. Have to address that when I get some time. It's how I find my news out, just like you guys, man. I'm not in the, you know, I'm fairly unknown in the community. I'm certainly not an envoy. Nobody at Scopely knows who I am. So I don't get an email. I don't get a text. I only read the blogs about half the time, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm most likely just to put on the weekly news update that Valley puts out and stick my earbuds in and go and listen to it while I work. Top 5. We can get a look at Miss Frost. Let's go with the big one there. All right, nobody to steal anything from. Let's get ourselves a Thanos. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you must be talking about the Wizards United or whatever it is. Yeah, Harry Potter. For me, there's just way too much Harry Potter in that game, but that's just me. It's not like I'm opposed to, to somewhat childish intellectual properties. I'm sitting here playing a Marvel game. That's just not mine. That's just not mine, right? I was already a full-grown adult by the time those books started coming out, and I know a lot of people my age that started reading them to their kids, and then as I understand, they get a little more advanced as they go along. But I never found myself in that position. Never read through them. I had a good deal to do with raising 2 children in this world, and I did do a lot of reading with both of them, but not Harry Potter. One of them was too sharp a kid, man. I jumped him straight to Robert Jordan. speed bar. Let's get rid of all of this nonsense red. All right, and we'll start the wombo. Yeah, I'm not really into Harry Potter. I'm not really into Pokemon either, which is why I mean, it turned out good because I wouldn't have played either one of those games anyway. Way too much walking involved. Way too much walking involved. Well, we can probably take any of these three, so let's just take the biggest one. Yeah, I'm not really, you know, I'm not looking to have to exercise to be able to advance in a game. Well, okay, that's not true actually. There is a game I use for that, but it's not like a primary game that I'm playing. It's just something I fire up when I exercise. It's not terrible. It's an app called Zombies Run. That basically, while you jog, it provides you like loot that you find while you're out and about, and it's got a storyline that plays in your earbuds. It's not a terrible game. And then in between running sessions, it gives you can take that loot and use it to build up a base that doesn't have a whole lot of. It's mostly cosmetic. Does not have a whole lot of use. But it's something. It's an added layer to the app, And it's a zombie game, so to me it's cooler than Pokemon or Harry Potter. But that's just me personally. Lovely. I know a number of people that I consider to be cool, hip, awesome people that, they grew up reading Harry Potter, they're kids, and they became fans that way. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. Hulk should 100% be better in this game. And I say that not just as a fan of Hulk, but as a guy who has a 7 red star Hulk. I really wished he was way better. I totally do. He's just not. He's just not. He's not bad. Probably not as bad as some people might think he is. But he's not great. Not great at all. Yeah. I swear to God, Paul, every time you post anything on Facebook, all I can hear in my head is Bobby going, "I don't know you. That's my purse." That's all I hear is King of the Hill, man. That's all I hear is Bobby Hill every time you post something. Love that pick. That show has a special place in my heart, not because I feel like it's one of the best animated shows out there. It's up there. Don't get me wrong. It's up there. It's no Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but it's up there. But that show has a special place in my heart because I grew up in Texas, but I am not Texan. And that's a weird position to be in. So to see how so much of that show kind of pokes fun at at just the gall of Texans sometimes. Is hilarious to me. Standing around in an alley drinking beer. Yep. Very, very true to life. I'm from Alabama, if you hadn't guessed, and I was like 9 years old, and we were at a chili cook-off, which is just something they do in Texas, right? If you've never heard of that, this is where everybody gets together and slaps up some chili and has a nice little booth and maybe a gimmick, and then people judge it. That's basically all it is. And we were at a chili cook-off that my mother was putting on for her workplace. And I had this little old Texan lady. She said she was talking to us like we were from Texas, and my brother said that we weren't. And she was taken aback by it. Oh, you're not from Texas? And somebody that was there with her was like, hey, this is Debbie's kids. They're from Alabama. And she literally leaned down and patted me on my head and said, well, don't you worry, honey. At least you're Southern. We can't all be Texans. And at 9 years old, I was like, this woman is so goddamn full of herself. Like, I could just, the pomposity of it just floored me, even as a preteen. And if you're from Texas, pomposity means that she was full of herself. All right. Enough jokes. Let's get down to it. Let's start killing people. We're going to hit this left side over here because we want to kill Danvers. I don't really want to hit her with this offense down because she's just going to clear it. I'm not going to bother with flipping yet. Let's hit that. Let's hit them over there again. There we go. That did us a lot of good. Ooh. Yeah, if you're going to do an AE, you better kill some of these guys. And... oh, no, not quite. Not quite. There we go. Can always count on Empowered Thanos to put it to bed. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that will have gotten us all of our milestones. And unless I'm really going to push hard, which I don't think I'm going to have time for, then this is probably the majority of the beast shards that we'll be getting from this blitz. So there's that. Alright, let's see here. Let's spend that 20 campaign energy. Won't take long. No catalysts. Bite me. Alright, 8, 2. Alrighty then. Still in a tight one on the war. So let's go in there and get a look at that, shall we? We got a lot of Mortys that can get through this. We got some Europeans that'll be getting online here shortly. So yeah, we're gonna, you know, some of whom are in the channel with me now. But yeah, we're gonna let all that ride. I mean, I could remove all of this, but it's just like I don't necessarily know if it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna leave me a lot of attacks for morning. I'll probably have to check in one more time before bed. But bed's not gonna be too far away from me, in fact. But it's probably another hour away, but the way things are going right now, I don't need to be streaming all the way up until bedtime, so I got some stuff I need to knock out before I can lay my head to pillow. So, and some of it is even stream related, because I'm trying to get some footage together and work on my next Team Spotlight video. So, here's hoping that's coming soon, hopefully next week at some point. I'm hoping to be able to finish it by the weekend, but don't hold me to that. I'm still pretty raw at this. but I'm getting there. I'm just learning all this stuff, part-time. So anyway, that will conclude Mortytown TV for this evening. I want to thank everybody who's been riding along with me live. You guys are the lifeblood of the stream, and we appreciate you. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I'm not leaving you out. If you got all the way to the end, you're awesome, man. You look good on our metrics, helps us get seen. We appreciate it. If you'd like to join us off camera, you can join our Mortytown Cluster Discord. There's a link in the description below. And you're more than welcome. Any viewer of the channel is welcome to come on by, hang out. There's an Ask Vac channel. You can ask me anything you want. I'll try to get you an informed answer. There's a place where you can check out my roster. There's a place where you can show off your roster. So come on down and,
Show me what you got!
So, and also if you'd like to join the Mortytown family, we still have spots available. We're looking for any good applicants in either guild, really. So come on down, jump into Morty Mart, or send me a direct message, and let me know what you're working with. I might like what you got. So that'll do it. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. We will be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, yada yada. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I don't think we're going to be able to do a morning stream tomorrow, so I do apologize for that, but we're going to try to get those worked back in the next week or so. This time's a little tight at the moment. So, damn it, Bobby! So anyway, I love you guys. Appreciate you coming out. I hope you've enjoyed Mortytown TV. Till I see you again, be cool. Keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.